for. So here are the two formulas we've discussed, and we're doing a third one today on your formula sheet. All right, so I want to make sure we have these not down pat, but we understand what each piece means in the formula. So the top one's for the arithmetic sequence, and yesterday we did the bottom one here for the geometric. I just want to take this time to open it up to you guys. Like what's not connecting here? Because I graded your quizzes on the arithmetic sequence, and some of the stuff I just had no idea where it was coming from. And I got to look in the mirror and say, hey, that's on me. Right, so where are we, Jeremy? Go ahead. So let's start this discussion.
The first quiz problem.
I'm not going specific quiz questions. I can't because people haven't taken it yet. I'm talking about this formula, these two formulas. Okay, good. I'm talking about these two formulas here. Where are we? Because on the quiz, I'm not going to give the exact question, but I asked for, I'm making this up now, the 115th term. I asked for the 115th term of a sequence, and all I needed to do was plug in 115 here, the first term, and D, and there's the term. But we were plugging like 115 in over here, so that tells me there's a disconnect somewhere. Yep.
I think people might be getting the A's and the N's confused as to what you're supposed to plug in.
This right here, that is a term. Some term in the sequence that's not the first term. Okay, so if I have, now I'm not even going to try to make one up. It's just a term in the sequence, some term. All right, some number in the sequence you're going to put there. Then here would go this term's position in the sequence. All right, so let me write out a sequence, an arithmetic sequence. Nice, easy one. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, so on. If I put 10 here, everyone see that's a term in the sequence. What number am I going to put here now? 3. It's position. They always go together. Okay? Again, A sub n, if you're going to plug in for it, A subscript n, that should be an actual term in the sequence. N is the position of that term you put there. All right? Other things here we want to discuss. What about anything from last night's assignment that we need to? Lauren, let's roll.
Will you go over question 39?
39, here we go. Find two geometric means between 3 and 375. All right, so two geometric means. I got 3, and I got these two missing terms in the sequence, but I know I end with 375. That's what the question is asking. What are the two missing terms if I start with 3 and 375? This is geometric or arithmetic? Geometric. So what I need to find is, what do I multiply to 3 to get to the next one? Multiply it to get to 375. What's that number I multiply by in a geometric sequence? R, ratio. So I need to find R value. If I'm going to find those two missing values, I need to figure out what I'm going to multiply by, which is my R value. All right, so I go to my perfect setup for what I just talked about, geometric formula, and I need to solve for R. This is a term in the sequence, other than the first, because that's for A1. So what do you got for me? What's the only other term I know? 375. Everyone see there, that's a term. Any random term can go there. That's the only one I had, so I had to put it there. First term, 3. R, these are related, but they're not the same. I don't put 375 up here. Where's 375 in the sequence? It's the fourth term, minus 1. Now, algebra, 3r to the third. We did one of these yesterday. Divide by 3. R cubed equals, here we go, 1. That goes in twice with 1 left over, 125.
Wouldn't that be 5? Or is it 5?
I'm not done yet, though. I'm at R cubed, Jeremy.
Yeah, 5 times 5 times 5 125.
Well, I'm not even there yet. Now, from here, what did we call this yesterday? I don't want to take the square root. Cube root, and everyone remember where that was in your calculator? I hit the math button, and it's choice 4. If there's something other than cube root you need to take, you do choice 5 and plug in the root yourself. So choice 4, 125, 5. So the R value is 5. What do I do with that R value?
Plug it in.
It's what do you mean plug it in?
Oh, like using the series.
Okay, I go back to 3 and do what with the 5? Geometric now.
Multiply.
3 times 5, 15. 15 times 5, 75. And then hopefully 75 times 5 gets you to 375. So there it is. Quiz, test on Friday. Geometric mean question. Right below it, arithmetic means. Okay, so find the 2 missing terms in a geometric, find the 2 missing terms in an arithmetic. Other questions you want to go over? Let's keep going. Anything else? Okay, this assignment's going to always be there and the answers are always going to be there. Yes?
I thought you said test is on Friday.
What did I say? Thought I said Friday.
Isn't this tomorrow Thursday?
Yeah?
Oh.
We'll review tomorrow. Today's the last day of the unit. Anything else? Got your formula sheet, got your calculator right next to you. Last day of the unit. Now what we're going to do is add terms of a geometric sequence. Okay, we added terms of a arithmetic sequence. Now I want to add terms of a geometric sequence. And if you guys remember, we call them series. Okay, we call them series. But the good news, I don't know, maybe it's good or bad, you don't have to set up a sigma for geometric sequences. Arithmetic, yes, we did. We have to set up a sigma. For geometric, it's going to be on your formula. Real quickly, though, I just want to make sure we can use our calculator correctly to do a sigma problem. So take a look at number 1. Anybody see, is this a 1 variable or 2 variable sigma? 1, so we can go right to the calculator. But I picked this one on purpose because I want to warn you about something. So let's go to our calculator. Again, you can do it by hand if you don't have the calculator access. Alpha window. Number 2. I have n. If you want to keep it x, that's fine. I'll keep it n. So in my calculator, I do n equals 1 to 12 on top. Okay, and then I'm going to stop here with you. Everyone's all right on that part? Okay. You see this part right here? 3 times 2 raised to the n minus 1. That whole thing needs to go in that given set of parentheses. You're not allowed to go outside this parenthesis. So that entire thing needs to go inside that parenthesis right there that the calculator gave you. All right, the whole thing, don't put anything on the outside. So let's see, I got 3 times, you can put it in parentheses, 2. Now when I raise it, it's going to go stay right there. I haven't gone out the set of parentheses yet that they gave me. What is it, n minus 1?
Yeah.
N minus 1. There you go. So make sure everything that you're given, it goes inside the set of parentheses the calculator gives you. And there we go, 12,285. Hopefully we're all getting that on the calculator. Questions from you guys? All right, just wanted to review one real quick. All right, now I'm going to add up a geometric sequence now. All right, now I'm going to add up a geometric sequence called, and again, anytime we add anything up, it's called a series. Remember that, called the series. Look on your formula sheet. It's right there. Everyone see geometric series. Series. Again, series equals add them up. Add the terms in a geometric sequence up. So it says, ready? I'm going to go through this slow. The S now stands for sum. Okay, add them up. Sum. That's what the S stands for. The sum is equal to, let's write it one at a time. A1, what's that tell me? First term. Minus A1, first term, times R, what I'm multiplying by, raised to the n. That's how many terms I'm adding together. Okay, how many terms in the sequence are you adding up? That's what your n number is. Are you adding up 5? You put 5. 6, you put 6. And what do we divide it by? 1 minus, what's R again? Ratio.
But R can't equal 1.
Correct. That would be
That's what it says. But
R can't equal 1, right? Because what type of, I'd have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3 in my sequence, right?
Yeah.
And is that arithmetic? Is it geometric? All right, I wouldn't give you that. Okay, ready? Buckle up. I'm going to start calling on people. Find the sum, add them up, of the geometric sequence series. So that means up. You want me to add the geometric sequence up? I go to my formula sheet. Time out. I want somebody to start explaining to me what I'm giving you first, before I just boom, 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 start spitting numbers in a formula. $21. I'm just going to do the ones that don't have a number. A1, they're giving me the first term. First term in this sequence is 2. All right, first term in this sequence is 2. 5, I'll do it. There you go. I don't even have a 5. N is 10. What are they telling me? You're going to add up the first 10 terms of this sequence. So if I want to just to visualize it, 2 is my first term. R is 3. What's the next term then? Times 3 times 3. I'm going to add up the first 10 terms. That's what I'm asking for. Everybody good? I want you guys to actually understand what we're doing here instead of just plugging it into a darn formula. First term's 2. I go by, multiply by 3. Please add up the first 10 terms. That's what we're going to do with the formula. Here it goes. S, how many terms are we adding up?
10.
So I'm going to put a 10 as the subscript. That tells me sum of the first 10 terms in this sequence is equal to, all right, let's go. Probably be me again, why not? 12, here we go. Zach, first term.
2.
Minus first term.
2.
Times R value.
3.
How many terms am I adding up?
10.
Everyone see why I'm putting 10 in for N? That's how many terms you're adding up all over. 1 minus 3. Use your fraction template, plug it all in just as we wrote it. I highly recommend you do not do the top, then do the bottom. Pull up a fraction template on your calculator, plug all that bad boy in. What is the sum of the first 10 terms give me?
$59.48.
Yep. I don't like talking desperation mode because you guys shouldn't be in that category at all. But let's just say you had no idea what formula to use or anything, but at least you understood what was given and could do this. Couldn't you just do all 10 and add them up real quick? Yeah. All right, that's a little desperation mode, and we shouldn't be in that category, but if you had to, you had to. But that's the power of knowing what the heck they give you and what it means. All right, find the sum of the first 8 terms of this series. Time out. Is this going to be arithmetic or geometric? You're not going to know on the test. I did not use the word geometric or arithmetic, so you have to look at this right now. It's 3, negative 12, 48, negative 192, and so on. Geometric or arithmetic?
Geometric.
Why?
Multiplying.
Multiplying by a number, which I'll get to in a second. So this is geometric. I'm adding them, so I know I have to go to the formula sheet. Sum. How many terms am I adding up here? 2. I'll do it. We're adding up 8 terms. So S, sum of the first 8 terms, equals, somebody help me with the rest of the formula. I'm going to get crushed here today. Connor, 8. A1.
I said 3 minus 3.
Okay, 3 minus 3 times, here we go, what's my R value?
I said negative 4.
Negative 4. Time out. What if I'm having a problem figuring out what the R value is? Yesterday, what do we do to find the R value? Correct. So let's take 48, divide by the previous. Boom, there's your R value, negative 4, if you're unsure. Connor, back to you. Raise to the
would be the 8th.
The 8th, correct? That's how many I'm adding up. I'll be honest, I don't even know this one by heart. To the end, yep. All over what, Connor?
1 subtract 8.
1, 8. Look at the formula. Come on, look at the
I
formula.
meant negative 30. Yeah, 1 plus 4. Right?
What? 4. Yep. So yep, 1 minus a
Negative.
-4. You can put 1 plus 4 there. Go right ahead, Jeremy. If you're gonna give me the answer, I don't want it.
Well, I got positive. I don't know why the answer by choice is all negative.
You must have
did it wrong.
plugged something in your calculator wrong. Because this is exactly how it should be in your calculator.
Yeah, that's
You better make sure you got 5 on the bottom and not -3. 1 plus 4 on the bottom. And what do we end up with? Negative 39,321.
Would there ever be a question where we have to find how many terms we're adding up?
How many terms you're adding up, like the n value?
Yeah.
No. And that's what reason why I'm gonna get rid of number 4. Okay, and the reason is, and you don't want to hear this word, but you have to use some logs to do that. And let's just say, I'm with you. I don't really want to do that until we start reviewing for the region. So, okay, so everyone can get rid of number 4 here, because I'm not gonna. You need the n value, which I do not want to spend time reviewing how to do logs and solving for n. So let's get rid of 4 and let's go right to 5. Good old Paisley here. Oh, another word problem. Okay, we missed this on the quiz, a lot of us. We didn't realize that it was a sum problem. She keeps up the plan for 18 weeks, and I did this in italics, but I probably won't on the test. Total, right? Miles, so sum. I am not looking for what she ran on the 18th week. Okay, I am not looking for how many miles she ran on the 18th week. All right, sum. So everyone knows what formula I need now. Let me just rewrite it. You guys don't have to. Oh, I should have went over how did I know it was geometric, not arithmetic. Anytime you're going up or down by a percent, definite geometric. Okay, definite geometric if you're going up or down by a certain percentage. What's up, stud?
You want us to keep it in a fraction or make it a fraction, or not?
What are you talking about?
The percent, because usually we've been doing stuff with fractions.
This says nearest whole number.
Yeah. So
Yeah, nearest whole number. So round it. Okay, you guys ready? See, because there's one tough part about this that I got to help you out. Okay, 14. Ready to roll, Emma?
Mhm.
Okay, how many weeks are we adding up?
18.
Okay, so the sum of her first 18 weeks. What's the deal with her first week, Emma?
8.
8, yep. Minus 8 times, I'm going to help you with the R value because it's not 5. Okay, it's not 5. I will help you with that in a second. What's my N value, Emma?
18.
18 over 1 minus, and I'll help you with the R value right now.
Is it 0.05?
No. Nope.
Is it 0.95?
Nope. Can I teach a little bit? Okay. What's it increasing by every week? 5%, right? So some of you may go to your calculator and watch me do this. All right. So she ran 8 the first week. So I'll multiply that. What's 5% as a decimal? 0.05, right? 0.05 equals, wait. She ran 0.4 miles the next week?
No, that's
right? That doesn't make sense, right? She ran 8 the first week and she increases by 5%, and now she's going to run 0.4. Oh, that's how much she increased by. So really, she did what? 8 plus 0.4. So she really did 8.4 the second week. Everyone agree? Okay. I don't want to keep doing because that doesn't tell me the R value. The R value is not 0.05. Everyone agree? Because we know the second term in the sequence should be 8.4 and not 0.4. So if you increase by a certain percent, you do 1. So your R value is going to be 1 plus the rate. Okay, 1 plus the rate as a decimal. What was 5% again? 0.05. So what's my actual R value, what I'm multiplying by? 1.05. Ready? I'll show you. Here you go. Take that 8, now multiply it by 1.05. There it is. That's what you actually multiply by. Okay, so if you're increasing by a certain percent, you do 1 plus the percent as a decimal. What happens if we're going to do a decrease problem next? What do you think I would do instead? 1 minus that rate as a decimal. Correct. So now my R value is 1.05. Yep, that's my R value. That's what I'm multiplying by. And honestly, I have no idea what this comes out to be.
225.
I don't trust you.
I would say it's good.
Don't start with me. I actually kind of like you, but that just went down. Nearest whole number? Oh, look what I got. 225 miles total. Questions on it? This is the hardest part with a percent. If it increases, add it to 1. If it decreases, subtract it from 1. Zach,
Do you need the miles on the answer?
look, if you get to 225, I'm jumping for joy. Okay, whether you have miles on it or not. Okay.
Sounds good.
Time out. I want to start challenging you. Here's what I saw on the quiz a couple of you do, and you may do again. You did this. You use this formula. When you use this formula, what are you finding? You're not finding the total. You're finding how much you ran on, or he ran on the 18th week. All right. This is to find an actual term in the sequence. This is to add them up. Okay. Everybody all right? We all good? Here, go ahead. You can find this formula, but this is just going to give you how many miles he or she ran on the 18th week. It won't give you the total amount. All right. That's what I worry about, going back and forth between the two. All right, here you go. Major fishing company. Yep, good. This is a sad one. Sorry. Oh, I thought it was fish dying. Never mind. It's not that sad. Decreased by 5%. How many? Again, total fish. Total. Not on the 20th year. How many did they catch on the 20th year? Total number of fish the first 20 years. I see the percent. I know it's going to be geometric. Here we go. What's my n value in this problem? Boom, 2. Great job, Mr. Carlino. It's going to be 20, first 20 years. First term. 11. Yep, I'm on fire today. Let's see. First term company, the first year, 132,000 fish. Minus 132,000. All right, what about your R value now? Decreased by 5%. Decreased by 5%. 4. Well, how would I do that? I would take 1 minus 0.05 now. 1 minus 0.05, so my R value, 0.95. Raised to the 20. All over 1 minus 0.95.
1,000,000.
Nope.
One,
That's not what I got.
oh,
You say a word, Ryan, I'll throw a punch you.
I wasn't there.
I got 1,609,000. I can think it.
Nearest whole number?
And that's what I got.
No, that's what your calculator got. Correction. That's a lot of fish. But it's 20 years total, not how many they caught on the 20th year. Just 20 years total. Okay. You guys have some options. It looks like we got a little Delta math I made up for you. Or you can go back to yesterday's book assignment and keep trucking on that and start working on finding a certain term in the geometric sequence versus finding the sum. A lot of time here, a lot of time. 16 minutes. Let's roll. I'm going to come around, hover, see if you need any help. And then tomorrow, I'm going to let you guys just go tomorrow. Work with whoever you want and